Hello and welcome. This is what I call my generic hello for those sessions where I've had a splice to a video. So this is, I don't like you to just wander in and see a bit where it's been spliced without me saying hello and welcome. So yes, please enjoy the content. Right, well the swather has finished. It's done a cracking job, and I've set the, I did a set of bales down the bottom because it kept on hiccuping, so I thought, you know, let's just get a set of bales done. So I've just literally set it going, and it's probably going to stop almost instantly. So let's get this grass off the field, as I said. Yeah, we'll stick it in the silos as well. I am right, there really is no need at present to, because we've got that to 200 odd tons of silage in the bunker now that's Missy B has fixed it. So yeah, that's not bad. So there's only the bits that you can't pick up on this top end. Or actually, they might be turnarounds. I think you can pick that up. Yeah, it's not. I'm quite pleased with that. It seems to have picked up more than I remember from the first time that we actually did that. Well, yeah, when we cut the field grass. So that's quite good. And that it does look like the animal feed, the forage thing is working now, because I have noticed on a few things that it is actually, yeah, the grass is going. I mean, I know there's grass still on the field from when we cut it, but that'll remain there forever. Yeah, even on old seasons, it did take many months for it to disappear. It was, yeah, even though it did dissolve in the acid rain if you ever had the rain appear, but yeah, it was not so quick to disappear in lots of other ways. Let's set this going. This is going to take quite a bit of time, and so is the bottom. Quite a lot of TLC, I think. So yeah, I knew this was going to be a bit of a monster. The canola's doing very well. Yeah, is it July? Remind myself, July, August. It is July, August, September. Actually, I think we did plant early, very early, so that should be, yeah, the earliest month really. And it does look like it's, yeah, the flowers are. It's the flowering stage, that's the best way to put it. Right, so yes, this, do I time lapse it, or am I just gonna, yeah, I think I'm gonna dart in and out of the sort of work. Truthfully, it's there's a lot to do rather than me, we've done that locking thing, haven't you? Right, now we don't want the hay. And you were at the top of the field, but we may as well grab the corners on the way up. That's all I'm going to say. Waste not, want not. Yeah, I did want to be grabbing the silage out, but it seems that the yeah, I know it is the trouble with all this kind of work, is it is quite demanding from you as a farm manager. Yeah, because the workers are an unruly lot. They really are, and they seem to require quite a lot of guidance. Yeah, it's something that Marty said yesterday. It is true that workers do seem better on some maps than others, and that is, I'll definitely agree with that 100%. Again, field shape, all sorts of things come into it, even with coarse and standard workers. Yeah, traditional workers are exactly the same. Some fields, they don't like diamond shapes where they come to a narrow point on any map, and that's true. So there's a few sort of fields on rhombos that definitely get them. I'm going to do around the corner myself so we don't miss the corner bit. Yeah, they often just stop working because they can't work out if it's a square with an equal amount, they actually work it out quite nicely. Yeah, so some maps are worker friendly and others aren't. Let's try and do that a little better. After all, this is probably the very best turning circle in the game. It's not even got a turning circle really, it's that good. Right, let's set this going. Nearest. Yeah, so I'm not sure if it's that particular loading wagon that's actually the problem. Let's do a load while we're here, being as we can do that. We'll go to the far end, I think. We should get cracking. And we should, yeah, I'm going to do a time lapse this. Yeah, I think we will. It's more sensible, truthfully. Right, switch that. anything of that off. Right, let's go further into the field so we're not going to get in the way of that one. And I have got my thing down, which I really didn't intend doing. Right, I'm going to say my words. Yes, I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, that is a bit of a monster session, I've got to be honest. Or not that it was done in one recorded session, but it really was a monster in total. On Silver Run, I made a statement last session about getting less FS19 and more FS22, about using productions properly as they were intended to do. And it really was this map that made me think that. The Missy B production at the top, which is the silo that is a production, really made me think, yeah, right, yeah, actually, let's fill it up. About using productions. I'm so FS19 where you go and you grab the contents and you take, and I did it on Rombos, and the penny never dropped. All those times I was dragging the produce from this and take it to the silo, and nobody made a comment either. It's true, it must be something that a lot of us are still, but it really is. It is. Yeah, this is FS22. We really have got to make this grass to hay. And then let me just remind myself. Yes, hay silage. But if you do the hay silage, you don't get the silage to digestate, do you? No, and that's important. Yeah, it really is. So I'd sooner have grass to that than rather, because you can double it up. You can turn the grass to hay, and then you can get another 250 tons. As you can see, we've got 774 tons. This is a monster field, it is. But it does process a lot. I think that is a point, actually. How much does the BGA produce? What we are going to do, though, what I meant to do in there was, going over to this, what we really need to be doing is, yeah, I've got to get better. No, we have done a lot of water runs. I was chuffed about that. We need to be sending the silage to the... well, actually, both this and that to their respective next port of call, which this is the BGA. And this is also nope. Oh no, we've bought loads of seeds. Yeah, both to their respective. We've got the fertiliser factory down this end, and obviously we've got the that, which is going to send it straight to the BGA. I'd say I really have got to get more with this. I'm hoping the penny drops now. That this is the time of productions, of secret little minions that literally run things. That's what you're paying your production cost for. Partially is the fact that your little minions, your transport network, is taking all of your produce to wherever it needs to go. Yeah, and I've got to use that a lot more wisely. It may be the Missy B super silo that is really a production, is a key item in lots of Let's Plays. It was that made me think again. I think a long time ago I did have a thought along these lines, but then you just go back into your normal sort of run-of-the-mill, oh yeah, let's do this and let's run that, and because you've done it that way for years. Thing is, yeah, these are really powerful, and they should be used as such. And when someone really, when Missy B did that, the top side of the is it Grain Quid Pro? Yeah, that. It really again made me think, wow, yeah, productions are way more powerful than you actually think they are. It's true. Next session, I'm not going to belabor this session, though. It is a bit of a monster. I finished Rombos. I'm going to upload that this very night, the 10th of the 2nd, 2023. Yes, we're going to upload that. End of an era. Ended very well, even though abruptly. Yeah, we really did much better than I thought. There was a time when I thought we were going to literally do 1.5 million. I thought all in, but no, we've really absolutely smashed that. About 5.5 million, around that mark. And I still think, I did think about this afterwards. The oats were in the production. It was producing oat flour that then would have produced bread. Well, obviously when it's in the production, there was 50 odd tons left. That really is 50 tons that you would have sold, and you would have got 50 odd grand for it. So yeah, that was the only thing I think that was wrong, but really that was a smashing thing. For saying we finished a year early, truthfully, I think at least 1 year early. If I'd have run that to the full extent, we would have definitely smashed an awful lot. As I said about 10 million, and I think easily we would have been 10 million. But it does give me the opportunity. I'm not going to start the St. Cali nuclear until next week. So I'm going to give Riverside and Silver Run a few episodes while I can concentrate on the two of them. Both are getting very exciting, both Riverside and Silver Run. Yeah, we've got a lot of productions going on both, and as I said, I have got to get more with it. There's quite a lot of grass on this field. There is. I think in time, one of these sessions, we will grab all this, because this is adding up. Yeah, each time. Obviously, it's not like seasons of old where this doesn't disappear anymore, so it's getting bigger and bigger. So I think, truthfully, although the windrower really should grab it, yeah, and put it in things. So I suppose in time it will grab them, but then the windrows might get a little bit big. So I think I'm going to have to have a clean up at one time to get all of this other grass, because I would say there's quite a few additional bales. Next session we're going to do the liming and fertilising on both, but yeah, I'm not going to start that this session. This is literally me winding down on this session. Also though, what I'm going to do now, we're going to do a save the game even. Now that reminds me, we will be on Euros. I just thought last one I ran was Rhombos, so we need to be sticking that on pounds. Yes, so we're going to do a bit of a test. We are, in fact, will that save that on Euro still, because I did it after the save? Yeah, Kevin pointed out a mod that I actually missed, and it is in this, well, it's not in this pack, but it sort of is, another Omatana, but one that's really, really good. Now, I don't know the cycles, we've just saved the game, so again, this is testing, it's not real. I've just got to make sure I don't save it after we've done this, so that we don't get productions left in the field. But I thought this was an ideal, I do this quite often, and I don't do mod reviews per se, but I do in another way. I don't know whether sometimes I ought to rip the 20 minutes of a mod review out of this and stick it in the mod review section, really, because we do go quite deep into it. The most important things of any production really are the cycles. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's true. Still not sure if I posted the video that does prove that productions cost, that Marty said, and he was spot on right. Yeah, my gut was that he was wrong actually, and he wasn't. He was spot on right, and that's not a. Now we need to go backwards a little. We may as well do a little bit of work while we're doing this. Now then, why am I hitting that thing in the middle? It surprises me that we're not actually making that pop. Yeah, I don't know what I did with the dropping that entire set of bales like I did. That was really totally unwarranted. It was. Yes, so let's get on with this. Let's show you what I'm waffling on about. Yes, productions. There is something like still farm production pack or something like that. Not farm supplies, but it was like farm production pack. Now the original one, Omatana, has done quite a number of these, and this Omatana's also released quite a few, a map actually as well, which I'm intrigued. I actually did an Omatana map. The very last map that I did on FS19 was the Omatana map. It would only just been released, and I didn't finish it. It was fantastic, and it had all the Omatana mods on and all that type of stuff. Yes, I am tempted, but I'm not sure if it's a European. I have a sneaky feeling it is, in which case we're already going to have that with Agres, so we could do it afterwards, and I suppose at that time it will be a very mature map with anything's sort. Here we go, the farm production mod, and they are very nicely small. Yeah, they are really fantastic, and yet I don't know what the, yeah, obviously I don't really know. 20,000 the farm product. Now I don't know if this is an amalgamation of the original farm production pack that Omatana did, which would be, there's so many productions now, it's amazing. Yeah, and I've got these as well that I want to try at one point, not on this map obviously. Yeah, so that was the one that made me think the Grain Quid Pro mod. Yeah, going forwards I'm quite pleased with that. The Riverside one's slightly different, I believe. Yeah, right, anyway, yeah, these ones here, farm production pack mod. I think what I'd like to do is actually compare the original pack with the, now let's learn my thing and actually stick the interactive zone markers on so we can have a look as well, a proper look at this. Yeah, this is what I was saying about how the thing goes back. It doesn't stay where it was. I do wish it would. Right, okay then, so it doesn't really matter where this goes. We're going to have a good look at it. So obviously this was the larger of the pack, and the cycles did differ. Now we've got one of these at the top, which was, yeah, also this is the smaller one. But these only do a fraction of what the big ones do. The big ones did everything. So let's have a look at the new pack and do a comparison. That was back a little. Yes, I must admit, Omatana does an absolute, some of the, so does Missy B, I've got to be honest. They are two of my favourite modders for productions and things like that. The Slurry Yard has always been an absolute favourite. But there are other ones as well I'm coming to rely on and coming to think of them as absolutely amazing. Used the Hessian farm again the other day, which is that, again, it was this very Let's Play that made me think about using the Hessian. It's very reasonable. For the transportation bit, transporting it, you don't have to worry about it. Here's me, I've been slugging 70 tons, 108 tons from there to, and I don't need to do that. Right, so we're going to have a look at both of these. So that's the one similar to what we would be using now. Look at the size of that. For a farm where you've got limited space, and I think that is listening to reading the thing that Omatana put on the mod hub was really, yeah, I mean, also you could place them together literally as like a, yeah, I know obviously you'd have to have V mode on, but look at that, they would literally fit together. And again, it was right, that must be grass. Right, let's have a look at these fantastic mods and see not only just how fantastic they look, I believe as well, if I remember rightly, it does have no bearing at all on this, but there are some interactions with the stuff in here, I believe. He said, yeah, let's see. Prepare dough. Hang on, I think I'm preparing dough in the, oh. Amazing. Now again, this is more for storyline type things where, oh wow, and it really does, amazing, absolutely amazing. Love it, absolutely love it. That is phenomenal. Yeah, for realism, we always keep talking about realism and all the rest of it, but is that not amazing, truthfully? Right, manage production point, open production menu. So what does this do and what are the cycles like? Now that very much looks to me like the Lords. I think the cycles are realistic. 2004, that'll be 4008, 9600 you would get for a level 1. And again, bearing in mind it's 20,000 if you wanted to up that with the upgrade, the factories mod, then that would soon become quite powerful for not an awful lot of money. 408. Now that is actually, no, a lot less. I was going to say that's a lot more. No, it's not. Oh, it is. It's pretty much of a muchness, isn't it? 23 times 480. 10 would be, in fact, actually, that's slightly more. There are slightly more cycles for that than that, I believe, unless my maths are totally wrong. Oat flour 1200, yeah, similar, and sorghum also. So if you, corn flour, wow, amazing. Because I keep saying about corn, there aren't many products for it. I think it was the Omatana original one that did. Let me have a look to see. Oh wow, this is almost like the Lords all in one. Very, very similar, but very, very nice and petite. Bread 1440. I'm not sure. I think the Lords probably. Do you know? Yeah, that. Let's compare. Let's. Yeah, it is nice, and it's not all about cycles. Obviously, this is a nice size, but then so is the Lords. Yeah, this is an absolute firm favourite of mine, as most people may know. Watch this. Not many Let's Plays that I don't put the Lords in, because it is such an absolutely fantastic one. So bread, 48. That would be 480, 960, 1800 versus. Yeah, 1.4 tons of bread. So the farm production is really battered by the Lords. I mean, by a lot. Cakes, sugar beets sugar. Now that is good. I do think that beats that. I couldn't swear to it, but I'm almost sure that's right. That's good. Grape juice, 720. It's 3.5 tons. Sunflower oil, 2.4 tons. 2.4 tons, and 1.2 tons. That's a little bit on the poor side. 2.4 tons to, yeah, just over 2.4 tons of butter. 1.4 tons of cheese and 1.4 tons of fabric, and yeah, almost the same really, just slightly different way of doing it. Clothes, 1080. Now I think that beats the Lords, if I'm honest. I think this is 700 and something in its basic iteration. Let's have a look. Butter, 480. Now that is a lot better, actually. I've got to be honest, the butter on the Lords is really amazing. Cheese, 480. That's also good. Chocolate, I didn't even see. I don't think there was a chocolate on that one. Raisins, grape juice, fabric wool, 480. Oh, I don't know, actually. I think that beats that on that. 500 produces 250. 480, 4,800. That's a lot of sugar, actually, to be honest. These are really good for that. The clothes, 2410 will be 450. 900. Well, actually, no, the Lords does beat it on the clothes as well. Although I always seem to think, yeah, I don't know. It may be the same on the Omatana one. It does the fabric wool and the clothes, so it sort of splits it. I don't mean it doesn't split the productions, but obviously it can only take so much. If you were doing it within 1 month, it can only produce so much of that, and then so much clothes from that. So it's almost like it's halved. I think when we're doing that. So it's, yeah, mixed bag, definitely. It's. Yeah, I think I'd still favour the Lords over the Omatana one. As pretty as it is and as small as it is a little bit smaller, but I've got to be honest, it's £5 cheaper. It's very much smaller, but this is quite a lot more powerful than that in a lot of ways. Although I do love the prettiness of it, and I do like the size, and I do like the fact that obviously the interactivity. But like anything, you may put that into a Let's Play, but yeah, unless you're going to go really, really deep into that, I'm not sure that would last for any length of time. Yeah, truthfully. Let's look at this one. Now this is more like the 2 TMR1. That would be my favoured mix. And that actually is, yeah, that's a good mix, truthfully. And it is an exact Total Mix Nutrition 2. And yeah, the mineral feed. I like that. That covers everybody who wants a bit of everything. Lime mineral feeds. Now that's good, because you're not losing very much, especially on the lime side. That you're not losing anything. In fact, that's producing mineral feed. Now we were on about mineral feed. Literally, I think there's a point. What is the original one? Because you can produce mineral feed, can't you, on this? Yeah, you can, because this we were doing it, weren't we? Now I believe it's the other side. Yes, it is. Let's have a quick look. I didn't really need to do that, did I? Mineral feed on this is 152. Yeah, I think the other one is slightly better though, isn't it? I think that was 300 versus that. Believe. No, it's exactly the same. Yeah, it really is. So that is precisely the same. Grass silage, 1,000 produces 1,000. So truthfully, isn't that different? 1,000 plus 500. 1,500. Oh no, 1,000 plus 500. Let's have a look, because I think that's different. Now then, must be underneath that then. That's typical. Field. Oh, we've got way too many productions on this, haven't we, really? Not that one. Not that one. That's the Lorts. That's the pig food one. Now I'm a bit confused, truthfully. 1,500. I think that... Is that taking us to the wrong one? Is that taking us to the wrong one? Let's have a quick look, because that doesn't see... Farm supply production 2. Here we go. Silage digestate. 1,500 and... No, I'm totally... Where on earth is the other one then? The other farm production? Well, this has surely got to be it, because this isn't... The other should have red on it for actually doing it. So, silage... That's the field product. There we go. Yes, that's the same as well. And I've got to be honest, that is a fantastic recipe. That does bring an awful lot of digestate, more than any other thing. Yeah, either one of these I would favour, and that maybe I would favour over that one, because so far that looks very much like that one, and it is smaller. So I've got to be honest, this would probably be a replacement for that in almost all Let's Plays. Not so sure about that one. Yeah, the recipes are a little bit weak, which is another thing that I always used to find about these particular ones. The bigger one was better than the tiny one, but I can't remind myself. Yeah, the popcorn, that was the one that I produced, and it's a very poor cost. This, of course, though, does produce more than the little one, which is the one we've got. No, yeah, we haven't got the popcorn one. We've got the other one at the top. But yeah, this is... Yeah, this does an awful lot more of the oat drink. Oat drink is a really good money spinner. So the big one I would favour. I didn't realise how good oat drink was when I was on Hobo's Hollow, where I may well have actually done quite a bit more of that. But yeah, this is a 1440 again for the bread. And I think these are similar. But yeah, grape juice. Yeah, 3006. Sunflower. 24. And 1,200 exactly the same. Butter, yeah, I think it's the same. I think that is as well. So there we go. Yeah, I'm not gonna go on and on and on, but yeah. So this is, as always, has been fantastic. That I love a lot, and I do think, yeah, this is really fantastic. Now let's have a quick. Yeah, that is a point. Let's have a look at what the animations are like in here. Now then, I didn't see what you did. You just opened the door. Too close to the door. Oh, wow. Try not to have to switch the menus on, but I think I'm going to have to. Mix. Right, so it looks like the mixing is what you do. Mix again. Yeah, so it is. It's mix and do that. Still fantastic. I've got to be honest. Any modder who does that level of things is absolutely amazing. But yeah, I actually do love the looks of these as well. Are very, very fantastic. The sort of mod that you would always get from Omatana really is amazing. Yeah. So this one I seriously think will definitely be appearing. The one thing I've always thought about this, but would willingly put up with forever, is this is a large mod. Yeah, it really is. But it's still fantastic. Yeah, but obviously I would favour that one, not for many reasons. One, because it's 5,000 and also has a very much smaller footprint. So the power of that in a smaller powerhouse is definitely brilliant. This one, not sure that I'm. Only if it was really tight, I think I'd still favour the Lords. Yeah, it definitely has got better productions and a bit of a wider range of things. Although that is similar, the recipes are a little bit on the weak side, and that is important, obviously. Yeah, but that's just an opinion, and that is it. I'm not going to save it, so we're going to leave it there. Yeah, truly, I know. Do I still? No, I bought what I can't remember why I actually. What I needed that for. What was it we did with it? Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, let's switch the. No, it doesn't matter. No, it does, because this is a global setting. It doesn't really matter if I switch that off. It doesn't matter if I save it. No. Right, so I am going to say, yeah, these will all obviously be disappearing next time. But they're definitely. Thanks a lot, Kevin, for showing me these. Yeah, I had missed them. I've got to be honest. I don't know how I do that, because I look almost every day, but I totally miss these. So whether I don't know how long they've been dropped or what, but they are fantastic. So yeah, I do like those a lot. Yeah, anyway, yeah, next session, fertilising, liming and anything else. Yeah, it's going to rain soon, I think. We've just, I'm going to leave it here, truthfully. I'm not going to keep waffling on. I'm tired, really tired. It's Friday, so always at my worst. Yeah, so truly do hope that you stick with me on this journey. As always, invite your comments. I really do appreciate Marty, Kevin, and the other comments from the other subscribers and viewers. It really is nice to hear from you. Yes, I really do appreciate the fact that you highlight these things, because it is true. People always think that as a content creator you know lots and lots, but the thing is, you're often creating content when other people are looking at things. So I really do very much value your inputs. Yeah, whether that was even to tell me, like I've sort of realised myself that I should use productions a lot better, a lot more, be a lot less FS19 and a lot more FS22. The penny, I think, is beginning to drop. So yeah, I'm hoping that going forwards we're going to use the power of productions over the power of me and tractors and lorries. Apart from, obviously, there are certain things you still have got to do, and that's obviously part of the game. I don't want to not ever haul product again, but it is nice to have the productions doing some of the heavy lifting, truthfully. And on that note, yes, I am going to say, those clouds look a bit weird. I've not changed my settings. They look a bit weird at the back. Definitely. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to say goodbye for now.